Fist for Life Mixed Martial Arts students and members, welcome back to Tuesday's class. Now, Tuesday's technical training, continuing to focus on our striking skills, we're going to focus on our hand striking skills. Now, before we get into the actual drills of expressing our jab, cross, hook, uppercut, and hammer fist techniques, I want to talk about hand structure and the advantage of using the front knuckles of the fist versus the hammer, and then later in our technical training, we're going to get into palm strikes. But before we get into the physical training, let's talk a little bit about just the hand structure. And a little bit of understanding is, what's the advantage to punching straight and using the knuckles? The only advantage is that you have obviously the hard bone structure, which upon striking the surface is going to cause more surface trauma. However, in order to knock somebody unconscious, all you need to do is get that head to rattle and get that brain to rattle inside the skull. You don't necessarily have to knuckle up to create that energy to knock someone out. You could create just as much power and just as much force and knock someone unconscious, not using the knuckles. And then the advantage becomes more of a risk factor, and that when you throw a punch this way or a straight punch using the knuckles, if you miss or hit, let's say, the top of somebody's skull, it's bone on bone. And obviously, whoever has a thicker bone is going to win. And so there's a good chance you have a good chance of breaking your hand. So not only that, if you hit that at the wrong angle, there's a good chance that you may very well sprain the wrist as well. Often when professional boxers or MMA guys train, they wrap their hands, they wrap their wrist so they don't lose that integrity and they maintain a straight wrist. But when you're out in the real world, you don't have your hands wrapped. Again, the risk goes tremendously high that you're going to hurt yourself in a bad way. So when you go to a hammer fist, where you're hitting with the bottom of the fist, it's very padded. And so now you don't have that, you're hitting a padded surface on anything on the opponent, and it's a lot more protected. Then you eliminate the structure of the wrist as well, where you're not adding that stress, the same kind of stress, so you're safer that way as well. And then, of course, it's just obvious when you go to doing a palm strike as well that it's softer, you eliminate the wrist joint, and you can be just as effective, generate just as much power to knock someone unconscious with the palm or the hammer. So as we progress through our technical training, just keep that in mind when we talk about the advantage or disadvantage of using knuckles versus the hammer or versus the palm strike. That's going to be our focus for today. Getting started with our physical training today with Fist for Life Mixed Martial Arts training, we're just going to do a quick review of jab, cross, hook, uppercut. For beginners, this is where we start your striking arsenal. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Straight punches and short hooking punches, curve punches. Now, your long punches, your straight punch is going to be your longer range. Your short curve punches is going to be your mid-range. So in expressing our striking skills, first we want to have a strong, what we refer to as heaven posture or self-defense posture, right? One foot in the front, one foot in the back, right side, left side of your center line. Hands out in front. You want your hands up high. You want your elbows down, not out like this. No chicken wings, elbows down. Hands high, chin tucked down, right? Eyes forward. Good, strong fighting posture to begin with. So starting our technical training, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, set your timer. Do 1 minute of each punch. 1 minute of jab. Jab. Don't forget the body method details. Turning that hip, getting that pivot on the front foot. Jab, jab, jab. Stay 50-50 with your weight distribution. Jab, jab. 1 minute straight. And then go 1 minute cross. Cross punch, cross punch. Cross punch. Make sure you're getting that body method. Make sure you're staying 50-50 and nice center line. Head on top of your shoulders, shoulders on top of your hips. Stay nice and centered. Cross punch. Cross punch. 1 minute. Then move on to hook punch. Hook punch. 1 minute. Hook punch. Make sure those body methods are there. Hook punch. Hook punch. Then get into your uppercut. 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 1 minute. Uppercut, 1 minute each. Okay, 1 minute each. Then switch, right side forward, do the same thing. Jab, jab, cross, cross, hooks, and uppercuts. That's going to be the first part of your physical training today. Continuing with our technical training today, moving away from the jab, cross hook, uppercut. Now we're going to get into our hammer fist. Now for beginners, hammer fist, we basically express 3 angles of our hammer fist. Now why do we call this a hammer fist? Because the motion is like a hammer, right? And you're using the arm very much like a hammer, right? This is the heavy part, and we're using this like a handle, striking like a hammer. We have 3 basic angles: out to in to out, and straight up and down. Those are your basic 3 angles, okay? From the left side, out to in to out, straight up and down. And the angles can vary how you express the hammer fist, but you want to be aware of those motions. Out to in to out, straight up and down. And that's how you want to express your hammer fist. So again, set your timer, do the left side for 1 minute. 1, 2, 3. Start from here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then next minute, the right side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Changing those angles. Then combine them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice I got the different angles. This one's going out to in to out to in, into out, right? Those hands are interchanging. 1, 2, 1, 2. Short hammer fist. Work through those basic motions, 1 minute each, okay? Then we move on to our palm strike. You're going to work the palm strike just like you worked your jab, cross hook, uppercut, but now just express the palm. Just express the palm. Jab, jab, thumb in, fingers up. Cross. Now I like to curl my fingers. You can do that as well, but we're striking with the bottom part of the palm. Be mindful of that. Not the top part of the fingers, the bottom part of the palm. Work it the same way. For the hook, thumbs up, fingers up, or fingers out. For the uppercut, fingers out to the side for the uppercut strike. Hook, uppercut, straight punch, straight palm strike, hook palm strike, hook palm strike. 1 minute each of palm strikes, and that'll be your technical training for today at Fist for Life Mixed Martial Arts.